me again. We're going to be talking tonight about episode 5 on series 1, and it's called Small World. It's a wee bit deceiving because it's about fairies. No. More thinking fairies, you think you Tinkerbell and what have you. And I remember when I was a kid, I had a book and it was about fairies at the bottom of our garden. And then we used to sit around a coal fire and imagine we could see fairies through the flames. But we always thought that the fairies were lovely wee creatures, wee wings, wee cute things. Mischievous but lovely wee creatures. But remember, it's Torchwood we're dealing with here. And Captain Jack Atlas, who has a long history. He does not like fairies. And he's good reason, as we find out as it moves. And we also got a bit of its history. A bit more of his history in this one. It starts off with him having a nightmare. Well, it was a nightmare, something that actually had happened years ago. But when he woke up, there was a flower petal, a red flower petal line. And he looked at it, and he put it away. And then you go to school, and you see his kids playing. But this one wee girl is standing waiting on her mother's boyfriend coming to pick her up. And boyfriend stays with them. Anyway, she's standing hanging around and he doesn't come. So she decides to take a shortcut. But this man's been sitting watching her. And he follows her. And he tries to get her into the car, and she won't go. And all of a sudden, this wind comes. You don't see anything, it's just wind howling. And he gets battered, you could say, back and forward. But you don't see anything in it. Anyway, he jumps in the car and heads off. And she goes away, skipping, happy. Then you go to this old woman, Estelle, and she takes photos of the fairies. She shouldn't do it, but she does. And she gives talks on it. And Jack takes Gwen to see one of her talks. And she's saying they're delightful, they're lovely, they're warm, they're loving, they're everything. And he disagrees. And Gwen looks, and Estelle says, Jack and I have always disagreed about fairies. And she shows a photo that she took the night before of the fairies. Now, I just noticed today that you could see one of them coming up at the end, the whole face, looking at her, as in the photo. But they went to Estelle's house when it came out the talk, and she sees a photo, and it's Jack's double, but it's an old photo, and she asked Jack about it. Jack says that's his dad. That's right. So she asked Estelle about his dad. Oh, I haven't seen him for years. She said, but Jack is so like him. He walks the same way, the same smile. Everything about him is just his dad. And Gwen's head's turning here. That's no Jack's dad, that's Jack. But apparently Jack's dad went to war, she went to land, and they separated. And he got in touch with her a few years later. Then everything's fine, and he looks at the other photos and he says to her, if you see them again, phone me and we'll be right here. Don't go near them, phone me. Okay, Jack, okay. So the next thing, the wee girl's at school and she'll get picked on, and the wind starts again, and all these kids that are picking on her are all sort of blown away, even the teacher. And it was her birthday, and they were home for a birthday party. They go home. No, Jack finds out on the computer that the weather is dry everywhere except for this one area. But the night before that, he gets a phone call from Estelle saying that they had contacted her, they were there. And he says, well, don't go out because we were right there. But Moses, our cat, wanted out, so she let Moses out, but Moses wouldn't come back in again. And next thing you see, Estelle is lying dead. And Jack Owen says, I don't understand it, she's drowned, but the ground is bone dry all round about. It's only been here, it's rained at one spot. And that's when Gwen asked him, was it him or was it his dad? I said it was him. Quite sad. Anyway, it says, the one true love his life was Estelle. There's no more. But you never found out if Estelle knew it was Jack to start off with, or the father. She never said. But anyway, he told us it was him all through it. So the day of the party arrives, and they've got balloons, and the stepfather, who is say, he built up the fence so she couldn't go through again. So she got mad at this, and she kicked him, and she bit him, and he smacked her. And that's when the fairies came. Whoa! I missed you a bit. Before that, they asked the man who tried to take her put himself in jail, and he was found in jail suffocated with flower petals stuffed in his throat. So they called Jack in, and he says yes, he'd seen it before. In 1940, I think it was, he had been in a troop train. He was responsible for 15 troops, and they entered into a tunnel, and a lot of noise and then nothing. And when they came out the tunnel, they went and looked. 15 were all dead. It turned out that 2 weeks before, 2 of them had got drunk and run over this wee girl and killed her. And the fairies had chosen her. She was the chosen one. So they go back at him. They killed them all. So when he went into jail, the man tried to get her, he goes to jail. The policeman hears him screaming, goes in, and he's lying, suffocated, with petals. Jack comes and says, yes, he's seen it before. That's when he tells about it. So the night, he got what he deserved, actually. Okay, he got what he deserved. he was trying to use a wee lassie, you know, and it was, he got what he deserved, but he was the only one. Then, the day of the party, she goes and the stepfather's pulling her, and he slapped her because she fell. Well, that's when the fairies came, and they attacked him, attacking everybody. And Jack and them all arrived, but they couldn't do a thing about it, because these fairies were horrible. Big, long, skinny men, horrible. And they were attacking everybody. Anyway, they killed the stepfather, stuffed him with pelts, choked him. And she would dance to me. What the thing? And Jack gets a hold of her and tries to bring her back. And he has an ongoing argument with the fairies. They said no, she was theirs. She was the chosen one. She to go with them. And he said, no, stay here. And she says, I want to go with them. So, in no other choice, you had to let her go. Hard decision, but you had to let her go. And mother, after losing the boyfriend, lost the daughter as well. So she takes Ood and Jack. And as they're all walking out, nobody will speak to Jack. They all fell over him because he gave the girl back. But he says, what else could I have done? They were never going to stop until they had her. So they just went away and back to the office and put it up on a computer and it showed the photo of the fairies on the trees, and there was this wee new one, and it was the wee lassie, her photo on it. That's how it ended. It was good. It was good. At first, I mean, the man, as I say, he deserved what he got. But the wee lassie, I think if it should have been mine, she'd have got her butt smacked a few times, I'll tell you, for her, about the way she was carrying on. She wouldn't even talk to her parents. But that was it. That was it. And the reason I think they went, I tried to figure out 15 times, why did they go for Estelle? And it was the day I seen it. That one came to the front and seen her taking photos. And they followed her to the theatre where she was giving the lecture, and then followed her home again. Because, as she says, they're shy. They did not want the photographs taken, and she'd been taking them. So that's how she was drowned. That was the next week. The next one is about oh, it's a weird one. It's about what do you call it? Eating people. They have a feast every so often, and it's people that they've captured and stored, and they eat. They have a feast. So it is a weird one. If you like this video, subscribe for more.